And here we're going to show a couple of the hero plays that he made down the stretch here. The first one, I guess, did he call glass?
Yes, he absolutely called glass. And these are just plays where he said, I'm not losing anymore in close games. I'm taking over this game. If I lose, it's going to be on my shoulders. Freeze it here. Now, normally he would come off this screen from Vonleh. He's trying to set the screen, but both these guys are looking to send him that way. So what he does is he rejects the screen and gets to his spot. And see Kyrie Irving kind of trying to cheat here. He knows if he comes off the screen, Horford's a very good mobile big, and he's probably going to double team him to get his hands, get the ball out of his hands. And Trey Burke's not having that tonight. He's like, I'm taking this game over. I'm making this shot. He rejects the pick, one dribble. Look, Horford still comes to double because obviously the plan was to double him when he came off the screen, but Trey doesn't care. He rises up, uses glass. I mean, that's just a big-time shot.
Good contest from Kyrie there, too.
Yeah, and he knocks it down. That's a tough shot. That's a tough play. But that's how you got to win games against a good defensive team. You got to just, good offense always beats good defense. You got to make shots down the stretch, and that's what Trey Burke does.
How often have we seen opponents and their big-time players making big shots late in the game? All right, there he calls glass. Here he calls game with this shot.
And he calls stay away, pick and roll. And we're going to see that right here. Because here's Cantor. See right there? Freeze it right there. Now, look, he's telling Ennis, I don't want the screen and roll. Normally, Ennis Cantor, they've been running the play very well. He would run up into the screen and roll and set it, but then that would bring an extra defender in Trey Burke's area, in his area where he wants to work. So he says, okay, guys, let's just go 1-4. You guys all stay back and give me room to work against Tatum. I feel like I can get a shot off, and I feel like I can get a bucket against him. Now, there he goes.
Now, watch this setup
He's telling everyone. Now, freeze it right here. Now he has exactly what he wants. You have all these guys around the perimeter, and they're pretty much threats as offensive players. And look at all this space in between for him to operate. If he wanted to drive this way, he could kick out the shooters. If he wanted to drive left, you got a shooter in the corner that's kind of gonna occupy the defense. All this is what he wants. He doesn't need an extra defender in his sight line because he thinks he can take Jason Tatum one-on-one. And look at what he does. He just gets right into his one-on-one game.
And Tatum is 6'7", 6'9", with long arms. I mean, he gets this shot up over a very long defender.
He does, but Tatum gave him a little bit too much room there. At that point, I think you kind of want to force him to drive and maybe make the extra pass. You got to know that Trey Burke does not want to pass that ball at that point because he's been carrying the team through the fourth quarter, and he's taken every opportunity to make the big shot down the stretch of the game, and he did it.
No, again, as the plays go, one play he calls glass, the other play he calls game, and the Knicks, Bill, get a very, very big win in Boston.
I like that.